A good Erev Shabbos, everyone. Erev Shabbos, Parshas Vayigash. It's coming to an end. Almost Sefer Bereshis is over. The ordeal of Yosef being separated from his father and his brothers is finished. And a new chapter is about to begin. Yosef sends wagons down to Yakov, along with Paro's wagons. Paro's wagons to bring down the people, Yosef's wagons to bring down all of his goods and all of his things. And when Yakov sees the wagons, he feels better. He's comforted. He knows his son's alive and his son is intact. And why is that? So Rashi and the commentators explain that when Yakov said goodbye to Yosef 22 years before, he was teaching him a lesson in Torah. He was teaching him about the Mitzvah of Egla Arufa. Egla, Egel, calf. And when he sent him agoles, wagons, same word, Egel, he put the two and two together and he said, Yosef is safe. He hasn't lost anything yet. He's intact. Yeah, the only problem is, how do we understand that Chazal? How do we understand that statement that because he saw the Egel? One is Egel is referring to a cow, Agol is referring to wagons. What's the connection? What's the shaykhus? So you have to understand what the mitzvah of Egla Arufa is without going into any detail whatsoever. But it's a mitzvah when you find a dead body in between two cities. So then you have to measure the distance between the cities and the body, and the closer one takes responsibility. And they have to take a heifer and bring it down to a field that hasn't been worked and break the neck of the heifer and then wash their hands and say, Yodeinu lo shofchas hadam hazeh, our hands have not spilt this blood. And they have to say that we didn't cause the death of this person. It was a murdered person in the middle of the street. We didn't cause the death of this person. What was the havamina? What was the presumption that they caused the death of that person? Presumption was because that person left their town without being protected, without feeling a sense of protection, and therefore they were vulnerable. They were walking on the streets looking like they were lost, and therefore the robbers were able to come by and to take them and to destroy them, to kill them, because they were very vulnerable. The mitzvah that emerges besides what has to be done in order to say that we did not let this guy go. We're not the cause of his death. We didn't let him walk on the street feeling a sense of vulnerability and feeling a sense of being lost. We took care of him. We escorted him. We gave him all the things we were supposed to give him. Really, ultimately, what comes out of this mitzvah is the understanding of that we have to be sensitive to another person, that we have to feel for that other person. And we have to give them that sense of belonging, that sense of strength, of inner strength, of confidence, so that when they walk through their lives, they feel supported. They feel part of a larger team, a larger people. They feel accepted. They feel that they have a protection so that they don't express that vulnerability when they walk on the street and look like they're lost and there's somebody that can be exploited. And that's really the mitzvah of Egla Arufa, and that was what Yaakov Avinu was teaching Yosef. Is that you have to worry about other people and how they feel. And you have to have that consideration in your mind of what you can do to give them a sense of confidence. And then Yaakov sees the wagons. And he saw Paro's wagons, which were wagons to bring down people. But then he saw Yosef's wagons, which were wagons to bring down goods and stuff and things. And he recognized that the reason why Yosef sent him those wagons was because Yosef was sending a message. Tati, I understand that you can't just come down here and feel totally disconnected from Eretz Yisrael, feel totally disconnected from your life, You need to bring your comforts, your things with you, so that you feel strong and that you're not exploited by the Egyptians. And that though you have to live in a gullus, you have to live in an exile, but you have to live in an exile with the things that make you comfortable and give you your sense of strength and belonging and being. And when Yakov realized that Yosef hadn't lost his sensitivity, that's when Yakov was calmed down, placated, felt good, knew he hadn't lost his son, because he still maintained that sensitivity to other people. You know what's incredible? A lot of times when we think about successful Jew, we think about how many mitzvahs you do, how makpid you are in halacha. There's something so much more fundamental than that. It's how wrapped up in yourself are you? And how capable are you in stepping outside of yourself and focusing on other people and their needs? Because if you want to be successful in mitzvahs, and you want to be successful in limit Torah, you want to be successful in chesed, you want to be successful in diktuk mitzvahs and in avodas Hashem, you got to be able to get outside of yourself. You got to be able to lose the focus of your life being about you and about how you feel and about what's best for you and what makes you happy. And you got to look at it through the eyes of, how can I help that guy? How can I help that person? How can I help that institution? How can I help that world? You got to have the koyach to be able to step outside of yourself. That's what Yakov tried to impart to Yosef. And when he saw that in Yosef, that's when he knew that he created a successful child. Even separated from his parent for 22 years, he was a success because he wasn't focused on himself. He was able to focus at that moment on someone else. That's the key to our Judaism. It's the key to our growth as human beings. It's the key to our success. We are failures focused only on ourselves. We are incredible successes. We become incredible people, incredible Jews, when we have the ability to step outside of ourselves. We have an ability to take those eyes that are focused so deeply inside and use them to worry about the world and to see everything outside of us. That's when we can achieve greatness. That's when we can be seen as a pure success. Have a beautiful, incredible Shabbos.